Aliyah, do you take more from the positives of Game 1 to the negatives of Game 2 in preparation for this one?
I kind of think you look at both of them. You kind of see the way we played in Game 1 versus how we played in Game 2 and just make sure we're a lot better, obviously, than Game 2. Don't really get hit and fall down. Or just continue to fight and keep ourselves in the game.
Can you start this next one knowing that level of physicality is coming to you and then make that adjustment? I mean, you expect more out of this as the series goes on?
I mean, it's kind of hard to talk about physicality because you don't really know how it's going to be called. Like, it all depends on the call because it can be physical, but then there's every call, or it can be physical and then there's no call. So you really just have to kind of see how it's going to be, and you can't really figure that out until tomorrow. So I guess we'll see together.
How clunky did the offense feel just trying to not turn the ball over and get it inside to you and things like that?
Yeah, it was very choppy. I think a lot of that is our spacing. Like, I think we need to get a lot better spacing, open up the floor a lot for us, and then we can get the ball inside. We can set better ball screens, turn the corner. So I definitely think just us focusing on the offense and just making sure that we're spaced no matter what's happening on that floor is going to be beneficial for tomorrow.
Do you feel like you did anything different against Asia in Game 1 versus Game 2?
No, not really. I think she had a few more shots in Game 2, but outside of that, not really.
What do you feel like you guys can do better to then get her off her spots? I mean, she's taking 18, 20 shots every game. Is it even possible to do something like that?
I mean, I think her getting up the amount of shots, that's really going to be up to her. It depends on if she likes them. But I think for us, just continue to be in her space, crowd her space. But also we have to accept that we're professionals. Like, people are going to hit shots. People are going to hit tough shots. So it's about if they hit it, take the ball out and push it on them.
How big of an advantage is it being back here, and how much do you feed off the energy?
Yeah, I think the energy's going to be great. Our fans really showed up, especially when we played Atlanta in Game 2, so we're pretty excited.
Steph talked about the inexperience of this roster just collectively going through a semifinals, but she talked about Tosh leading by example on the court. How have you seen that out of her or followed that from her?
Yeah, I feel like Tosh has done a great job just being that leader for us the entire season. And so for us, it's just continue to make sure that every time we approach a game, it's approach it ready to win and ready to compete.
Aliyah, is there any pressure now having home court in a series like this?
No. I think there's no pressure. I think going into the game, the best thing is playing free. That's how we've played our best basketball the entire season. And I think it's obviously excited to be here. I think our fans are going to be just super loud, and we're excited to play here. But as of pressure, no.
Aliyah, a few of your teammates and coaches have brought up the Connecticut game where you guys overcame the 21-point deficit as a turning point. What do you remember from that game, both, I guess, on the court, how the game unfolded, but also just the emotions and everything from the locker room?
Yeah, going into halftime, we were down at 21, right? And I think the entire time we just talked about all we have to do is chip away. Get it less than 10 by the fourth quarter. Once we get it less than 10, we're in a good spot, and that's exactly what we did. And that was honestly the constant communication. They went up. We chipped in, they went up, we chipped in, and we just continue to do that. I feel like we've been resilient the entire season, especially with stuff like that and being down in deficits, and that's just what we continue to do.
Does it feel like that kind of embodied just the
100%.
How you guys have been
100%, because not every season's going to be perfect, and especially that Connecticut game. We were down big, Soph had just went down, so emotions were high, and for us it was just about, okay, stay together.
Just going off of that, obviously, the ups and downs of this season, but what has kept you guys so close, or is there something about this team and the camaraderie on it?
Honestly, just the way that we love each other and the way that we want to compete for each other. I think we've been able to just build such great relationships with each other, and so when things get tough, we don't run. We come together and we talk about it and we have discussions, and I feel like that's just helped us so much throughout this entire season.